Welcome back, gang. I hope you all did have a peaceful respite. Oh, so last time we made our way to this town, and if I'm not mistaken, there was only like one way left to go for us. Actually, before we go to that door, I want to complete running the circle. I didn't think anything would change here, but you know, I had to check. Is there a doorway to the center? No. You know, it wouldn't surprise me. Oh, you've got to run a lap around the middle. And then that guy laying down will be standing up. Nice inn room, by the way. Meow. The cat seems very interested in Plump's pocket. It keeps licking its lips and looking at Munchie. Listen here, you little cat. Munchie could probably kill the cat. We'll give Munchie a special piece of his cheese. Yeah, I was gonna say, wait, didn't I break those pots? But yeah, I did. They're just back because I only recorded one video last session. Oh boy, can we go ice skating? We can.
Whee! Be really careful not to slip on the ice, mister. It really hurts if you land on your bum.
Can I land on my bum? I can skate around. That's actually pretty fun. Okay. Before we get distracted having fun, we're on a mission. I don't know exactly what our mission is. Hello, boy. All of the animals here have a weird accent. It's adorable, but still kind of different.
I made a snowman. It's really cool, isn't it? I call him Mr. Buckethead.
Does he play guitar by chance? I'm wondering if that's the only ice in the game, or if it's gonna be something fun we have to deal with soon. The writing can't be read from this direction. Notice to all residents, there's been a sharp increase in wolf activity lately. Please remain inside for your own safety. Do all of the snowmen have buckets on their head? Has she been running around, making them all over the place? A mini medal, the first one we break open. I've got a nose for him. Hello, ma'am.
Come to think of it, I haven't seen Merrick recently. I do hope he's not come down with something. If he's taken to his bed, I suppose I should say, Healer, heal thyself.
Yeah, I don't think that's how it works.
Do I know a man named Merrick? Why, yes, of course I do. He's the herb doctor here, and he lives in a room I rent out to him. If you go downstairs in my house and keep taking rights along the underground passage, you come to the corridor that leads to his room. I don't know what relation you are to him, but no doubt he'll be very pleased to have some visitors, finally.
So you have him locked away in some underground catacombs. Perfect. A piece of chili cheese. I still don't think there's any actual use for cheese. If any of this cheese actually makes a difference in a fight, then how screwed are you?
People are saying that there are wolves on the prowl just outside of town lately. The wolves around here are really scary. Once they spot their prey, they never let it go. You won't catch me going outside. Going to stay here in the kitchen where it's nice and warm and I get paid.
Keep taking rights. Keep taking rights. Before I get lost and distracted.
Merrick's room is straight along this corridor. He turned up here several years ago now, and the mayor rented one of his rooms out to him. I wonder where he lived before he came here. It never talks about it.
Man, a few words, perhaps? A man of many pots. The question is, how many medals? A lot of worthless crap. I don't care about wings of bat or any of that stuff. Not entirely sure what wings of bat are actually used for. And, like, those are the first wall satchels we found in forever, and they were empty. I feel somewhat robbed. Tons of books. Merrick isn't even in here. It's a book entitled Mold Research, My Life's Work. The cultivation of premium mold requires the combination of an item capable of resurrecting fallen comrades with 2 types of mold. The only item currently known to fit the requirement is the Yggdrasil leaf. In any event, you will find premium mold an invaluable ingredient in the creation of cheeses with strong healing powers. And we get a new recipe. Premium mold. Mold 1, mold 2, and Yggdrasil leaf. Great. Pretty sure I've got all of that. We could probably start making it. It's a book entitled Cultivating Medicinal Herbs. It isn't easy to cultivate medicinal herbs to begin with, but raising the more uncommon varieties poses a special challenge. They are all but impossible to grow in places with poor soil quality, such as the cold regions of the world. Indeed, actually cultivating medicinal herbs in such an environment would be nothing short of miraculous. Well, she is a miraculous woman. So, Merrick, we've pillaged your room. You've got a stew going. Other than that, where is he? Looks like you didn't manage to find Merrick, then. He does sometimes go out of town. Maybe he's not in Otkosk at the moment. I know. You should ask the owner of the item shop. He's quite good friends with Merrick, so he might know where he's gone. I'm kind of curious, do I need to, like, explore this entire place? This layout doesn't look too bad, actually. There's a lot of rooms down here, though. Wait, where does this go? What? Where am I? Huh? What do you want? I ain't open during the day. This is my only chance for a bit of shut-eye. So don't wake me up again, okay? What if I do wake you up again? I'm waking you up again. I'm gonna do it. You can't stop me. Another mini medal. I wonder if that's enough to trigger the next reward. We silently steal the item. It's an edged boomerang. Excuse me, sir. That man over there seems to have got the wrong idea. The armor shop and the weapon shop share these premises. So one's open during the day and one's open at night. That's all there is to it. What's so fishy about that? I think it sounds fishy. Though I think it would be really cool if there was some type of black market shop somewhere around that actually did have rare items during specific times of the day. I guess maybe that one town, one place in the Thieves' Town.
Merrick? Yes, I know him well. He often gives us herbs to sell in our shop. Oh, you want to know where he is? Why don't you try asking my husband? He might know.
Chimera wing. As soon as I'm done busting up all of this counterfeit pottery, Plump finds a ruby ring of protection, I think it said. You need to find Merrick. Well, if you can't find him in his room, he's probably at the herb garden again. He grows them in a cave to the northwest, and tending them takes up a lot of his time. It must be very tough going all that way in the cold so often. What, have you not heard of nookgrass? I figured everyone around here would know about nookgrass. Should be drinking nookgrass tea every day. Hello, what is this? A rock bomb? Who are you?
The herb Dr. Merrick is quite a tough one, but he's nothing compared to that old woman. Marta's her name. You know her. She lives all on her own in a mountain hut near that border tunnel. I stopped by her place once when I was out in the mountains. Her nutgrass tea did me the world of good. Yeah, she is quite the woman. I'm trying to think of who that guy reminds me of from Dragon Quest VII. Wait a second, I don't want to go back up just yet. Oh, this is where we are? Okay. They should move, since we came up on that side. It's like, okay, you've done your lap. Oh, you got any good books? You look like a scholarly type. It's a book entitled Exploring Orcust. In fact, Orcust couldn't be an easier town to explore. Once inside and out of the bitter cold, just head left or right. Before you'll know it, you'll have made a circuit of this charmingly ring-shaped town. Beware the staircases, however. The complex warren of underground passages beneath the town is sure to flummox the casual tourist. Enter at your own risk. Oh, come on, game. I wasn't that quick, was I? I may have been. Jumped the gun a little bit. A mini medal. Hello, sir. Do I know about a big black dog? As a matter of fact, I do. I was in Arcadia once, and the sorcerer, Domenico, had one as a pet. Oh dear, it's run away, has it? And you have the job of trying to find it. Well, I can't imagine that will be easy. Thanks for the help, sir. We are eternally grateful to you. Okay. I want to do one more quick check. I don't think we checked this room. Maybe I did. Because I came out, I hugged this wall, hugged that one, hugged that one. Okay, we have seen it all then. I was gonna say, if you ever lost in a labyrinth underground building like that, I guess just hug one wall and you'll eventually find the exit. No, that's an interesting cinematic view right there. Excuse me. Where would Merrick be if he's not in his room, you say? I'm afraid he rather keeps to himself. I don't know where he came from or how he lives his life. One does wonder where he picked up all that knowledge about herbs. He's a bit of a mystery man, really. So do we need to go back to the medicinal herb cave. However, before we do that, I want to do this before I forget. We need to go back to the mystical spring. We need to let the princess stretch her legs? I don't know. What would you call it? Letting the princess drink here. Plump drinks from the spring. Our hit points are restored. You know, I guess I could teleport here and use that every time I wanted to heal. If only it would revive people as well. Sucks having to revive your party. It's expensive and slow.
I have some good news.
Oh, really? I can't wait to hear it, princess.
I've just turned 18. How about that?
Oh, really?
I had grass instead of birthday cake, though.
Huh. You didn't even tell us it was your birthday.
I remember the first time you came to the castle. We were just 8 years old. It's hard to believe we've known each other for 10 years now.
So we're both 18, Jessica's probably 18, Angela's probably 18, Yangus is probably like 36 or something.
You were an orphan, so you lived in the castle, and in what seemed like no time you worked your way up to palace guard.
Natural talent, I guess you could say.
Actually, I have a secret. I recommended you for the position to my father.
What? What?
It was a way to bring you closer to me, so we could spend more time together. And anyway, you deserved it. So, my brave palace guardsman, I'm counting on you to make sure I spend my next birthday as a human. I know you can do it.
The manipulative little princess. Didn't see that one coming. Even though she was betrothed to someone else. Is it betrothed? Betrothed? Either way, you guys know what I mean. Wait, I didn't want to go to Orcusk. I saw Martha's cottage on there. So yeah, I still do have questions why Plump is the chosen one. Why didn't he turn into a plant person? Why didn't he get cursed? Does he have the blood of a sage running through him? Is that possibly something? Are sages immune? What if Angelo... How many are left? How many sages? I actually can't remember now. I'm kind of curious. Could it be our party? That would be something else, wouldn't it? Okay, so he has his own... I'm stupid. I didn't even think about looking at the map. Also... the hell is in there? Tombstones? I didn't bother to look the first time. It's like tombstone looking things in there. It completely slipped my mind that they said to the northwest, and this place is most definitely not to the northwest. The game says they're going to give you one hint, so you don't get lost. I'm not giving you quest markers. I see it up there. So you better damn well pay attention. Come on, Balrun. We've got a frozen tundra to clear. No, not that way. Why can't you climb little snow mounds? Just dig those claws in. And sprint up it. You know what, Ice Queens? I will fight you. You can psych yourself up all you want. You can laugh as confidently as you feel. It'll all be for naught. I hope you can't hear my drink too much. I've got ice in a cup and I almost never use like ice in a cup. I almost always drink hot tea or like an IPA or something. So I'm not sure how loud the ice will be. I don't know. 372 experience and Plump levels up. 12 hit points, 10 MP, 8 wisdom. Wow. And he learns Kasizzle. Put those into courage. Continue to level up swords, because why not? But yeah, I'm really particular about audio in my videos. And I don't have a whole lot of experience knowing how loud this is, so to me it's a big deal. Fuck you, treasure chest. We'll get you later. As the cat flies into the sunset. Of course, of course. This guy is probably a badass. If we find him and he's some feeble old man in a dungeon, somehow surviving monsters that test even my fortitude. Wait, there's a chest over here. At least you lit both ways, asshole, so nobody knows what the correct path is. A map of the Herb Grotto. I guess I know what the correct path is, okay? Oh, man. And it goes down level 1. How could I be so foolish? To think that we might find a cave that isn't filled with monsters. A frost wyvern. It's absolutely in love with Jess. It would sprout flowers looking at her if it could. Would rub its stamen all over her bosom. If only given the chance. Got a lot of hit points. I do have to give it that. Not bad experience for one monster. Okay. So this is kind of a dead end. I see you over there, plant. A mini medal. A bunch of rosewort. Man, the textures on those crates are bad. So can I pluck these? No. They're glowing. Game, why you no let me play Harvester? Let my inner Stardew Valley out. Hey, oh, I see. It's slippery. Let's say for a moment it looked like it had no texture and it was actually throwing me off. Really? Okay. Do I need to make a couple of these things fall or what? I can see you've got to make them fall, Plump. There's one, there's one. There's one, there's a bunch of them up there. They're either gonna fall and do damage to me, or we're gonna use them as a stepping stone or something. I don't like that. What happens if one of them hits me? And hey, aren't you glad that Ortkusk introduced us to ice? That's good game design right there, folks. Introduced the player to a mechanic casually before it becomes difficult, and whenever they encounter it when it is difficult in a combat situation or something, they won't be so frustrated with it when they inevitably fail. Or at least they shouldn't be. It feels more fair that way, in my opinion. When a game just randomly throws something at you. I mean, obviously slipping on ice is not that big of a deal. This is generally speaking about, say, harder mechanics or something. Excuse me. I will not remember to edit that out. I read an article that said doctors say you should not hold your sneezes in. It's bad for you. And so I don't. I let my sneezes flow because it feels so good. As long as you're not sneezing on people or spraying all over the place, who cares? I see you, treasure chest. What do you have? Anything good? It is an elven elixir. Wonderful. Okay, so we have 2 paths down. Let's take the closest one. And no, holy protection. You don't get to wear off. I'm pretty sure that this answers my question that I had about holy protection. I think it does make weaker monsters disappear. So you only run into the powerful ones. Okay. As I thought. I see you, icicles. I figured the closer one would be either the correct way or a treasure way. 2,100 gold coins, who cares? I mean, really? Does 2,100 gold coins buy us anything? No. Not at all. When a single weapon now costs like 8 to 10,000. I gotta take a drink here, folks. I need a minute to savor the flavor. Okay. That killing machine was absolutely worthless. Has nothing on the model that we recruited. Say goodnight, Wyvine. 641 experience. I still don't think that's very good. Like, it's not bad. But man, I feel like we could farm it so much easier. All the way back where we fought, Dual Magus. I couldn't remember his name for a second. How sad is that? Coming through! Now, I don't want to go that way, so... Pots. Eeny, meeny, mini metal. No, a bunch of rose root. There's the mini metal. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. I knew we were gonna get it at some point. Wow, look at all this stuff. There's a ton of this nook grass everywhere. I wonder why he hangs on to so much of it. Like, he's obviously not using it in town, right? The townspeople don't seem to know what nook grass is. Angelo levels up. 13 hit points. 11 wisdom. He gets 6 skill points. Put it into bows. I put some into charisma at some point. He becomes a wonder archer. He improves his cherub's arrow technique and masters seraph's arrow. I don't actually remember what seraph's arrow does. Secret technique that recovers even more MP than cherub's arrow. Okay. That's why I didn't recognize. It's just cherub's arrow upgraded. Can't leave. My robotic Terminator vision honed in on 2 pots that must be destroyed. I wish there was some type of tally somewhere that let me see just how many pots and barrels I've destroyed over the course of the game. Would it be higher than the number of enemies that I've killed by the end? Holy crap, there's another level below this one. Another mini metal. Okay. Not gonna say no. I mean, if you want to keep raining them down on me. I'm not gonna try to run. I really, really want to. But it could be suicidal if I tried. 168 damage, holy crap. Don't do that. Just how many hellhounds are living down here for you to call upon anyways? We're sorry, Plump, you hunted the local monster population to extinction. You've made the herb caves completely safe. I want an RPG like that. Not where there's like a set amount of enemies on the map that you see and you kill them once and then they're gone. But you grind so much in the area that the enemies are gone forever and the local population rejoices. 1,000 experience. That's more like it. Yangus levels up. 16 hit points. 2. Wow, that's those stats. Absolute garbage. 87 humanity. And 50 clubs. He becomes a skull splitter. His attack power increases by 10. Who cares? Isn't that just 5 extra? Compared to what he did have? I think this might be the treasure-laden way. I don't like that. What exactly does that mean? Oh, here we go. I was waiting for that. I was waiting for that. I knew it was going to happen at some point. They're flat on the top and they're randomly dropping around walkways. Whoever would have guessed that they were going to do that? Will this drop if I walk back? No, you forced me to go back to the other side. So that's why there's that loop around. Stop it, game. You're done. Can I go up here? No. But I could totally slide down and then have to run this whole circuit again, I bet. Anyone else want to put some money on that bet? A bunch of hellhounds. Really? That's a pretty damn good success rate right there. I'm proud of you, Jess. When you're not making them oogle your bosom, you're putting them to sleep diligently. Or generally just fucking with their sense of self. The hellhound begins to question its existence. It really begins to wonder, am I a good boy or am I not? No, hellhound, you're not a good boy. You are a bad pupper. A horrible doggo. Even though I would classify them as cuddly and lovable, certainly not at all terrifying and or dangerous. Now, I don't think I can slide off the top of those. I wouldn't put it past the game, so why risk it? Well, at least we're on the last level, but man, I feel like this game is fucking with me sometimes. How is this old man surviving this? I'm going to assume he's an old man because he knows Marta. They know each other. She's got her secret grow up, he's got his. Man. I'll go this way just because I want to explore, but it looks like another loop around. It's about one of my only major complaints about Dragon Quest dungeons. Throughout the ages, they've always been like loopy, confused, not even really confusing, just loopy backtracking labyrinths where you've got to push buttons, flip around walls, do stuff like this. It does make the dungeons a little bit memorable. Like, at least they differentiate themselves. Don't slide too crazily. Inside is an icicle dirk. Really? That's kind of exciting. Rock bomb shard, yeah. A short sword with a blade of ice generates a blizzard when used as an item. That's exciting. And it would actually increase Jessica's attack. I am not going to have her equip it, however. She can keep that item and potentially use it to great effect instead of having to cast combat spells. The tactics that you choose, the AI is actually smart enough to do that. At least from my experience with Dragon Quest VII. So are these icicles gonna fall? 1, 2, 3. Looks good enough to me. No. Why don't I get like an improved version of Holy Protection that lasts until I toggle it off? Every RPG with random encounters should have a Moogle charm. That's all I'm saying. If I want to fight monsters, I'll fight monsters. If I think I'm powerful enough to get to the boss and beat them without grinding and leveling up, let me do it. But Plump, you would make it to the boss without being challenged with your resources. You'd have full MP and full hit points. Okay, you got me. But I would still have to grind beforehand, right? What the hell is this? I'm saying, why does this look so weird? Oh.
Is anybody there?
Nope, it's just us icicles. It's definitely not people.
Help me! I am too cold. I cannot move. Help!
How do you get cold with all this nut grass around? Munchie is small enough to fit between, yeah. Go on through. There's a man laying on the ground. He's shivering uncontrollably and close to death. Well, am I really gonna have to run around as a mouse looking for a single piece of nut grass that I had ample chance to loot earlier? But for some reason didn't, and for some reason this guy didn't. I'm just running where I think I need to go. Munchie gonna get squished by the ice? Fucking close. That would be a little bit overkill, don't you think, game? Munchie gets smashed by the icicle and driven 6 feet underground, leaving not even a piece of hair or entrails for any of us to find. You're just gonna have to lay there a minute longer, sir. It's not our fault that you were careless enough to not steal nut grass whenever you were walking through here. You're the herb man. How are you cold? I really haven't had to call this game out on a lot of things, but I've got questions here. This isn't like a priest having a crisis of conscience over his faith.
I am Marek, the herb doctor of Urkut.
Okay.
I was gathering herbs here in this cave when suddenly some wolves attacked me.
At least you've got a good cover story.
I panicked and ran deep inside. Then I got trapped by the falling icicles and could not get out. I am so cold. I have to find a way to warm up. What is that bag you have? Did you get it from an old babushka called Marta?
How did you guess?
So, she asked you to bring it to me. Can you open the bag for me?
It's like the Russian version of Shatner. If I was the babushka's bag... Surely it's not in my inventory, is it? Marta's bag. As a matter of fact, it is. Okay. There are some unfamiliar herbs in Marta's bag.
Look, grass. I knew it. Dobroy. This will be perfect. Normally, we drink this diluted in tea, but now I must take it straight.
You know, now that I think about it, nutgrass was more reddish and didn't, like, glow. This stuff is orange and seems to put off an orange light that makes me think it's putting off warmth. Apparently it's not warm stuff, though. Again, you would think that he would have something to stay warm. Be a man. He swallows the nutgrass neat, straight out of the bag. Interesting side effect.
Ah, so, nutgrass must always be diluted.
This is revelation to me.
At least it was not the powdered form. No one wants that up their nose. Anyway, now I am warm, that is for sure. Thank you. You have saved me, my friends. And she saved me too. Now I believe her old saying, that there is no bad without good. But how could she have known this would happen?
Possibly she is psychic.
If you are going back to Irkutsk, perhaps we could travel together.
Sure.
Thank you. I am very grateful. If the wolves attack again, we are better to have safety in numbers.
Safety in your numbers. We were already safe. Now, my question is... Can I evac? Matter of fact, I can. Beautiful. That's why you fully explore a dungeon on your way down to the bottom. So you can evac on the way out and not miss anything. Really, hellhounds? I don't care if you merge into one big giant hellhound boss together.
There are so many of them. Be careful. These are no normal wolves.
Would you call them hellhounds? Hellwolves, maybe? Oh, please. You think I came here tonight to be crushed by a handful of hellhounds? I will admit that is a lot of them. But I'm not even so scared that I want to take control of my teammates directly. Granted, it would have been better if Jess would have used her whip or a magic spell or whatever. Wise choice on Angelo's part. And if I take control of them directly, I don't get to judge them for their horrible decisions or good decisions. I'm curious what happens if I die here. Does he get teleported with me to my last, like, save point, or do I have to go all the way back down and give him Marta's bag again? So many questions. There we go. Cherub's arrow has increased and become stronger. I was expecting maybe 10 would be overkill. 10 would probably be too much. But like 6 or 7 or 8? 4 isn't that ridiculous?
Ha! Help me, friends!
I just killed all of them.
Why do they come for me like this?
Wait.
Oh crap. Is he a sage?
He is not the one. I sense Sage's blood, but it is not him.
Furthermore, if that is Sir Leopold talking, I am going to be terrified.
There must be another. We must find the chosen heir of the Sage.
He almost has Domenico's accent.
What was that voice? And what does it mean by the chosen heir? I cannot understand. It cannot be real.
Surely it's not Marta. What do you have to say for yourself, Merrick?
Those wolves were lying in wait for me. I am glad that you were here to assist me. Now, let us return to Ork-Utsk as quickly as possible.
Before we do that, I want to grab this. It looks like there's... Aha, a monster over there too. A mini medal! I definitely need to go turn in the ones that I've got. We've probably found about 10 to 15 since my last turn-in. It's Big Blizz! He suddenly attacks. Is that all you've got?
Angelo, don't I have you set on focus healing?
Or did I somehow screw even that up? Yeah, you're on focus healing, okay. Maybe he just knows something I don't. Ah, fuck it. We'll just regularly attack. Oh my god, fuck that spell. Fuck this guy. Fuck everything about this. What the hell is going on? Thwack is an absolute shitty spell. Are you joking me? I'm not sure I can even run from these fights, can I? That is some bullshit right there. Granted, we need to capture this guy at some point. Yangus does not return to life. Oh boy. Come on, Angelo. That was quite shocking. Okay. Hang on. We're gonna try this fight again. I should be able to go in the cave and then come back out and Big Blizz will respawn. Since it basically refreshes the zone. I'm glad you didn't yell at me, Merrick. I'm glad he didn't go,
No, this is not the way to Moose and Squirrel. We must head to the south, the southeast.
He doesn't notice us. Okay. Everyone, you're gonna have to follow my orders for this one. Let's see. What we'll do this turn is... prevents a group of enemies from using... We'll use Fizzle just to test it out. Kerplunk, no. We'll buff up. Try to confuse him. And... cast Bounce. Oh, come on. I was hoping that that would cast Bounce on everyone. And not just one person. Yangus just got buffed twice. That's interesting. But... let's call our Team Mushroom Squad for this. We're buffed up. We'll send the team out. They can soak up his murder magic. Maybe do a little bit of damage, and then hopefully we can come in for the cleanup. Not bad, Hoodwink. You're continuing to convince me you still have a spot on this team. Honestly, I think King Dumbo, or whatever his name is, King of Dumb Beer, yeah, the Dumb King, he's probably going to be the one that gets kicked off the team next. I don't know what we'll replace him with. 153 damage. It's been neutralized. How the hell does it get neutralized? Yangas works wonders on monsters of the material family. I don't think Big Blizzard counts as being part of the material family. You know what? Can I cast Whack and have it succeed on this thing? Its MP isn't sufficient, thank goodness. Mushroom Squad served their purpose beautifully. Okay, Big Blizz. Better be a gold one. A copper one? Some bull crap. His name is Jack Frost. Big Blizzard. Frostburn, the elemental family. Yeah, we'll put him on the team. And I'm really shocked that I still haven't ran out of monster space. Angelo. Oh, we can teleport to the Herb Grotto. Great. Let's go to Marta's cottage first. Wait, please. Are you not going back to Orkust? Now you yell at me, you son of a bitch. No, you're not allowed to take him to see Marta. That's not part of the storyline yet. You're jumping the gun. We'll let you make them meet when we tell you they can meet. It is good to see you again, my friends. Thank you again for before. Forgive me, but there is something I must discuss with you. It is a private matter, so let me tell you the details in my room. Can you make Chunkhead? Okay, good. I wanted to bitch for a second. Let's say, can you get Chunkhead out of my way real quick? So I don't have to run all the way around. I'm going to save it and end the video here. And whenever we come back, we're going to go down to his room and get a story. I can't wait. I love story time. And maybe we can find out who they're sensing is the other sage. Who Sir Leopold is sensing. Even though that didn't sound like Sir Leopold to me. Even though I don't know what Sir Leopold would sound like because he was a dog who did not talk. I'll see you guys next video.